faster. Up, up, good. Let's bring the arms out to the side. Good. Now if you want to turn out that leg a little bit, if it feels good in your hip flexors, go ahead. You can add a little shimmy if you want to. Doesn't that feel good to shimmy?
It does.
Takes the tension off right away. A little sense of humor right when we start class. Good. Let's bring the arms all the way up. We hold it here in a high fifth, as we call it in ballet. Feeling the belly button pull into your spine. Good. Using the low abs to drive these knees up. Let's bring the arms down and down. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet together in a parallel position. Good. You're going to bend at the knees and find yourself in a nice chair pose here. Arms in prayer in front of your chest to begin. Just begin pulsing. Good. Now I want you to feel that squeeze in the inner thighs. Good. Pushing the knees together. And feel what happens in the inner thighs. Maybe those kegels, maybe those low abs as you do so. Good. Let's bring the arms up above the head. Make this a true chair pose. Now in a chair pose, you want a straight line. Good. Right from your fingertips down to your tailbone. Good. Nice, Harriet. Beautiful. Thanks. That's it. Good. Now we're going to begin stepping to the side and together, alternating legs. Good. Finding that squeeze every time you bring the legs together. Squeeze. Good. Now you can keep this up high. If you're newer, this is the first time you're doing a workout like this, or you can get really low. Totally up to you. And you can add some arms. Good. I always like adding arms, makes me feel a little bit more graceful. Takes my intention off of the pain a little bit. Good. That's it. And breathe. Good. Open up your chest every time those arms come down. Feel a nice release. Good. One more per side. That's it. Hold your chair pose here and pulse. Pulse, bring your hands to the hips. Good, now begin bringing that right leg back. Find a lunge position. Your body is still lean forward, shoulders back and down. Belly's in, chest is right on top of that front quad. That's it. Now that back leg is going to begin bringing it in, back out. Good. Just touching it beside the standing foot. That's it. We're keeping that forward lean the whole time. Good. You should feel this quad firing up right away. Standing quad working. Now if you're good with this, you can challenge yourself by crossing that leg. Good. You really need your core here. You really need to activate that glute to keep that knee from wobbling, to keep yourself from falling over. But if you fall over, it's all good, right?
All good.
Might happen to one of us. We never know. We never know what's going to happen before we press play. 4 more. 3 more. Woo! 2 more. Last one. Hold it right here. Good. Now pulse it down. Yummy, yummy, yummy for that quad. Yes. All right. Last challenge. Bring those arms up above your head. One-legged chair pose. 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, right leg down, hands on the hips, left leg goes back, begin your pulses in a lunge. Good. Whew, and breathe. Begin bringing that leg, touching it in, back, in. So again, you can keep your lunge position up high, or you can try to get that knee to the floor. Up to you. 3, 2, we're gonna keep going, but now you have the option to cross it. Cross. Cross. Woo! It's a true warm-up. We are warming up. 3 and 2. Hold your cross right here. Keep the pulses going. Get low. Yes. Feel an even weight distribution. Good. On the squishy parts at the bottom of your feet, that padding on the bottom of your feet. Feel it spread out, supporting you into the ground. Arms up. Last little bit. 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Very good. Bring that leg out to the side. Good. Open up those toes. Bring the body upright. You can widen your stance a little bit. And now we find ourselves in a nice wide ballet second. Good. Thighs pressed back here. Tailbone drawing toward the floor. Good. You want to feel like your back is sliding down and up a wall. Good. Now once again, you can stay up high. If your legs are already beginning to shake, if you're already feeling that heat or you need something more, you can get lower right here. Good. Let's bring our arms up into goddess position. This is beginner yoga bar after all. Good, now tilt your body forward and up and forward and up. Good. What happened back there? Can't see us. That's okay.
It happens.
It happens. Good. 2 more. Last one. Freeze here. Pulse the arms down. Add your pulse with the legs. Good. Woo! For 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. Can you get a little lower? 3 and 2. Extend those arms. Reach side to side. That's it. Like you're waving through the air. Make this soft. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Give me a great big inhale down. Exhale up. Good. Give me one more good one before we get busy. Good. Awesome work. Your warm-up is done. Now is a good time for water. Harriet's going to take it from here.
Great, thanks Louise.
You're welcome.
We're going to come to the top of our mat. We're going to go down on all fours to get into our plank position. So we're going to go into our full plank here and making sure your body is nice and long. You have one long position, there's a reason it's called plank. So here we're going to think about lifting our sit bones up to the top to come back into downward dog. Nice, Louise. And then coming back into our plank.
Thank you.
There we go. Let's go with the tempo. And 2. Oh, sorry.
Slow tempo.
Slow tempo. Let's just get our bodies warm here in plank. Really thinking about coming down to that long line. And here, holding it at the top in your downward dog. Good. From here, we're going to take our right leg and extend it up to the top. And we're just going to lower it back down to the ground. Let's give it up for 2. And down for 2. Good. I'm just going to show Louise here. She's got her leg nice and straight. It's really going to engage her glutes here. She's pushing into her arms. She's got a nice straight back. And you can have your heel lifted off the ground. That's totally fine. And you don't have to go as high as Louise. She's super flexible. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but I have. So you can also keep it just at 90 degrees, whatever your flexibility is. Louise, from the top here, so you're going to open it now to the side. Woo, how does that feel in your glutes?
Oh my goodness, I am using glutes I didn't even know I had.
There we go. Up again. And to the side. This is nice arc like a rainbow. Think of pretty colors. Just drawing this with your paintbrush back and forth. Good, Louise. Going to get all these nice muscles here in your glutes. Good. And coming back to the top and just holding it here at the top. And give me some pulses here at the top. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. Nice job, Louise. I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, wow, this is great. This is beautiful. 2 and 1. You can lower down into downward dog. From here, she's going to step the right leg forward, the left leg forward, so the opposite leg that was working. And you're going to come into a lunge position. So scoot your back leg in just a little bit. So your leg is at a 90-degree angle. Your heel is nice and tipped forward. You're on your toes. And you're thinking about pulling up from your upper body so your hip flexors nice and long. And in here, we're going to just pulse. Woo!
Woo! Oh my
Some
goodness.
nice pulses there.
After that quad heavy warm up.
This is going to be intense, so we won't be here long. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold it here and just pulse that knee in. This is what it looks like from the front. So your knee is just going to be pulsing in towards the center of your body. You're going to engage your inner thigh here. You're going to feel that burn. I think there's some residual burn from the warm-up. Good. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, we're going to open up into Warrior 2. Nice, strong Warrior 2 position. So your back leg is your back foot is parallel with the mat. You're deep into a bend here. If you want to stay a bit higher in your Warrior 2, that's totally fine as well. We're going to bend into the leg and stretch it out. Get a little bit more quad work here. Good. Bend, stretch. Good. How does that feel, Louise?
Oh, fantastic.
So good. Good. And give me the last one here. Oh, that's all right. Let's do one more there and hold it here. Now we're going to shift our body forward. We're going to start to activate these abs here. You want to think about your abs pushing you forward and bringing you back, just like an elastic, right? Stretching that out and bringing it back.
Ooh, I like that analogy. Elastic band.
Yeah. Give me two. Let's do something nice and fun here. Put your arm over your head. Ooh. Just activate those abs a little bit more. Get your cardio up just a little bit higher and have some fun with it. Think about a tree blowing in the breeze, or maybe you're on the beach and you're just going with the waves. Whatever you need to think about to make this nice, pleasant.
Trying to be the tree.
Be the tree. There we go. 4, 3. Think about your abs. Keep those nice and tight. 1. Good. From here, we're going to wiggle our arms down into a nice plank position. So you can either stay in full plank or you can come down to modified plank. So just putting your knees down. Sorry, just your knees down this time because we're going to do some nice chaturanga push-ups. There we go. You're going to tuck your elbows into the sides of your body and you're going to push down into your arms, really getting the back of your triceps. So let's go. And down for 2 and up for 2. Good. Remember, if you want an extra challenge, you can always stay in full plank. Or maybe not this time, maybe next time. Let's see if I can do it. Woo! Nice work. Let's do one more. There we go. And come down halfway. Keep that nice bend in your elbows and just pulse here. 8, 7, ooh, this one burns. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Coming all the way down to the ground. Woo! Doesn't that feel good?
So good.
All right.
Triceps.
Stretch out your arms in front of you. Stretch out your legs nice and long. Think about pushing the tops of your feet into the ground. From here, we're going to lift our upper body off the floor. So we're going to think about engaging our core and keeping that upper body lifted to really work from here. So you don't want that coming from your lower back. You want to target your upper back here. Nice work, Louise. She's nice and strong. Everything's pulled up. She's got her legs nice and straight at the back. Very nice. Let's do our last one there. Woo! From here, we're going to relax our arms on the ground, our shoulders on the ground. We're going to lift up the back of your body. So just the legs are going to go up. And this is really going to target your lower abs, which you can't see here, but she is working so hard just to bring those legs up. She's pointing her toes. She's got her legs nice and long. I don't see any bends here. Very nice. Her glutes are squeezed. Looks good. All right, let's try putting those together. Woo! Good.
How many are we doing these?
Come on. Maybe 2 more. Woo! 2.
Honestly, an end goal.
Hold it here. And let's just hold it. Woo. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. All right, we need a bit of a stretch. So let's just push back into child's pose and give your lower back a nice stretch here. Pushing your hands into the mat. Woo. Pushing that tailbone down. Get a nice stretch.
Very nice.
Thank you. All right. Come on up. Roll on up. And we're going to get that whole sequence on the other side. Oh, great. So let's come to the other side of our mat. And we're going to come down again into all fours to prep for that plank position. And to full plank here, we're going to lift up for 2 into downward dog. And back down. Good. We're already warm, so we'll do a few less this time. But do remember to keep your plank nice and straight. I tricked Louise. This is going to be the last one. Now we're going to lift up your left leg this time and down to the floor. Good. Keep going, Louise. I'm just going to show how nice and lovely she looks here. That super flexibility that she has, but don't worry if you don't have it. You can work on that. You can just keep your leg to this level if you need to, or even lower. You're still going to engage those glutes. And at the top of your legs, start opening up to the side. Woo! Nice.
Oh, I have to work so hard to keep my body still.
Woo! That's right. She's keeping her pelvis nice and still, her body's nice and still. She's pushing her palms into the floor, trying to stabilizing, using those core muscles to stabilize. Everything is nice and strong here. Very nice, Louise. And she's going to come out to the One, very nice, lower into downward dog. And now step your right leg forward. We're going to come into that lunge position. So you might need to tuck your back leg in just a little bit so you have a nice 90-degree angle here. Your heel is pushed forward. She's lifting up out of her body. She's going to start pulsing. Woo, very nice. I saw that. Her hip flexor is nice and long. You're going to feel that pull there and down the quad as well. Very nice. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start pulsing your leg in. So your knee's going to go in towards the center of your body. Feel those inner thighs engaging, pulling that in. It's really tough to get those inner thighs.
Yeah.
So you really have to think about that. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Open up into your warrior 2. Turn your back leg parallel to the mat. Nice arms. And just bending into that knee. Again, you can stay high in your warrior 2 if you need to, or you can go a little bit deeper if you want more of a challenge. And if not this time, hey, then maybe next time. Good. 4, 3, 2, and let's hold it here. Now let's start moving that upper body again. Let's get our abs working for us. Whew. Think about that nice elastic, pulling it back and forth. Good. How about we add that arm? Let's go.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
She likes being creative, using that arm for her artistry. Such a nice release.
Makes me forget I'm working out.
It does. Forget about that burning sensation in your quads.
Exactly.
Good. Let's go. 2 and 1. Good. Wiggle your arms to the floor now. Coming into plank. So if you want, you can stay here in high plank, or you can come down to your forearms for forearm plank. From here, we're just going to lift up our right leg at the top, just pulsing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch for your left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, right, left. Good. Right, left. I urge you to keep fighting for this. Keep your plank nice and straight. Really see how nice and straight she is. She's keeping her whole body still while she lifts up her legs. She's doing great work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's come back and give ourselves a nice child's pose stretch again. Good. Pressing into that lower back. Nice release. Great. If you're feeling refreshed, you can come up, just shrug your shoulders down. Roll. Very nice. And we're going to come to our side with your resting on your elbow. Your bottom leg is going to be bent, your top leg is going to be straight, and we're going to lift up into a side plank using our bottom leg to support us. There we go. From here, you can keep your top arm on your hip, or you can keep it on the floor if you need more support. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can keep it on your hip. And we're going to just do some hip raises. So you want to think about me coming behind you and just scooping up your body. So helpful. And you're going to feel this in the side of your body. That's the one that's going to be pushing you up. Pushing those hips up to the top. The more you push, the more you're going to feel it in here. The more you're going to get that nice crunch in there in your obliques. Good. 3, 2, 1. Very nice work, Louise. If you can, you can extend your arm up to the top and just hold it for 8 counts. If you want to add your back leg and do a full side plank, you can try that as a challenge. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come on down. Let's get that on the other side right away. So we'll swing our legs around, setting up on your elbow, left elbow down, left leg tucked under, your right leg is stretched, and you're just going to come up, lifting your hips up, top hand on your hip. Or you can keep it down if you want for more balance. And just pulsing at the top here. Once again, thinking about my arms coming up here, scooping those hips up. Ooh, I can feel them extending. They are working. Nice work. All right, if you want more of a challenge, you can keep your hand on your hip, or you can even lift it up to the top. Maybe not this time, maybe next time. It'll add just a little bit more for you. Let's give 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, she's already in full side plank. Nice work.
Beat you to it.
Let's hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Lower down those hips. Woo. Let's lower onto our back. Gives ourselves a nice long stretch in the body. Stretch out those abs because they did a lot of work for us. And guess what? They have more work coming. Okay. All right. So let's sit up on the mat. You're going to come down actually onto your elbows. All right. From here, we are going to just crunch in our abs. Sorry, we're not going to do that. We're going to lift one leg, and while we're lifting one leg at a time, we're going to think about scooping our abs in to pull those in. And that's going to help to bring that leg closer towards you. Please, are you feeling that?
I am just starting to feel it.
Oh, so I guess she wants more of a challenge, I think is what she's saying.
Did I say that?
Alright, so if you're looking for more of a challenge like Louise's, you can go ahead and follow what we're going to do. If not, you can just stay here. Keep bringing in one leg at a time. So you can bring both legs up for an extra challenge and put them both down. And then bring them both back up and down. Now here you want to try and keep your pelvis and your hips from rocking. You want to keep them as static as possible. This is going to really target your lower abs. Those are really hard to get, but I think this does the trick, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's get 4 more. 4, 3, 2, woo! And last one, good. Go ahead and put those legs down. Take one arm, put it under your thigh. Take the other one under your thigh. Bring yourself up. Keeping that nice scoop in your abs. We're going to hollow out the abs there. Our body is hollowed out for those abs. Sorry, I just said that, but I'm trying to emphasize how much you want to pull those in. And we're just going to crunch that back and up and back and up. Keeping those abs hollowed out, static. You don't want them moving. You don't want them puffing out or in. Try and keep that as engaged as you can while you're doing these crunches. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can either continue with this, or you can bring your legs up into what we're loving you is boat pose or tabletop. Yay! And you can start doing those same crunches in and out with your legs moving in and out slightly. Woo! Good. If this is too much of a challenge for you today, that's okay. You can just stay here and keep crunching. Good. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one last challenge here. We're going to finish this off, holding your legs up here in tabletop, bringing your arms up to the side. Let's just pulse those arms down. Woo! Woo! This is your final burn for your abs. Really think about holding up that core, squeezing those in. Woo! Let's give 8, 7, 6. If you want to switch your legs, you can do that. That'll be even more of a challenge. 2, 1. Good. Pull that all in. And let's let that go. Woo! Stretching out those abs. I promise this is the last time you're going to do abs today in this workout at least. Until the next time. Alright, from here, we're going to bend our legs to finish off with some glute work. So you want your heels about where your fingertips can touch the backs of your heels. You're going to think about keeping your shoulders relaxed on the floor, pulling in through your belly button to help squeeze those glutes and bring them up into your bridge pose. We're going to go down for 2 and up for 2. Good. Down, 2, up, 2. So now Louise has her legs here nice and parallel. Her pelvis is coming up in one straight line, and she's really thinking about pushing up at the top to squeeze her glutes right at the top there. Nice work.
Thank you.
And we're going to hold it here at the top. We're going to pulse a bit faster. Pulse. Pulse. Nice. Every time she gets to the top, she's pulsing those glutes. Pulse.
Like you have a string from your hands to
I'm pulling her up. I'm helping her. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Don't set all that back down. We're going to do one more set. This is going to be our last set for today. So take a deep breath. We're going to bring our knees in together, and you're going to put your toes so that they're facing each other. So your knees are in together, your toes are a little bit out, you're going to be up on your half toes, and you're going to do the exact same bridge lift in that position. Woo, very nice. And down for 2. Good. So this is going to engage your inner thighs, those really tough muscles that are hard to get at. Both your glutes and your inner thighs are going to be squeezing right at the top. So really think about squeezing those right at the top. You're going to get a nice burn there. Good. Woo. All right.
Love it. Love the inner thigh work. Oh my goodness.
All right, let's hold it here and just squeeze. How many you got in you, Louise?
Oh my goodness. We just did about 8 while I was thinking about it. arms above your head. Really think about separating that vertebrae. Good, as much space as possible between your rib cage and your pelvic floor. Ooh, stretch that mid-body. Good. And relax. Good, you're gonna bend both legs. Good. Arms can come down by your side. You're gonna take your right leg and you're gonna cross it over your left into this horizontal figure four. If this is enough of a stretch for you, you can stay here if you're already feeling it in the glute. Otherwise, you're gonna weave your hands through, grab hold of that thigh, and pull that thigh into your chest. Intentional relaxation in that glute muscle. Every time you exhale, you bring that thigh a little closer to you. Good, and you feel that stretch deepen. Oh, so yummy. I love it. Feels so good, so good. Good, okay, go ahead and put that foot back on the floor. Good, now you're gonna uncross that leg. You're gonna stretch that left leg. You're gonna use your right foot on the floor to push yourself onto your side. Good, other arm can go underneath you here. And then you're gonna grab that ankle behind you for a horizontal quad stretch. It's a trick. Usually we have to do this standing, and then we fall all over the place. So this is a way that you can do it lying down. Good, now what you're gonna do, you're gonna release that foot, you're gonna bend the knee, place it in front of you on the floor. Good, nice 90 degree angle on the floor, and then you're gonna open up that chest. And I'm gonna say hello to Harriet. Hello. Hello. And here we're gonna stretch our lower back and a little bit deeper into our glute muscles. Excellent work, everybody. Make sure you're taking those deep breaths. Ooh, good, okay. All right, let's straighten out our bodies again. Good. We're gonna bring our hands down by our sides. We're gonna bend both legs again. This time that left ankle is gonna rest on top of the right thigh. Again, you can stay here, option to bring that leg in closer to your chest. Excellent. Inhale, exhale, pull a little closer, relax a little deeper. Great, okay, let's send that right foot back on the floor. Good, uncross that leg, stretch that right leg, push onto your other side now. Good, grab that ankle behind you. Harriet's excited. I am. She wants that little back stretch. Good. Now, you're gonna let go of this ankle, and you're just gonna rest that knee in front of you, and you're gonna open up the upper body. Good. Try to send this shoulder into the floor. Good. Try to get both your shoulder blades. Good. Nice and splayed in contact with the floor. Excellent. How does that feel, love?
Feels
Right
so
down here.
nice.
Good. She's basically stretching from here all the way down to here. Yes. Good. Okay, I'm gonna join in. Here we go. All right. Straighten out your body again. Excellent work. Okay. Hands down. You're just gonna come up in any way that you please so that you're not getting lightheaded, being kind to your body. Okay, so you're sitting on your ankles here. It's gonna spread these knees out a little bit. You're gonna tip your body forward, send both palms flat on the floor. Good. You're gonna drive your right shoulder into the floor. Feel that stretch across your shoulder into your bicep. Good, and switch sides. Excellent work. Okay. Good, and roll back up. Good, knees together. Good, come up off of your ankles here. Good, you're gonna bring your arms up above your head. Good, now you're gonna sit down, and as you do so, you're gonna bring the arms down. And then you're gonna lift them back up, coming up back off your heels. And down. And back up. And down. One more good one with the breath. Inhale up.